So we're in the big bad XH today. Sorry I haven't done anything in so long. I was out of work for 6 months and bills pile up and shit. I still have every intention of doing everything I always wanted to do, but it's just going to take time. But I'm not dead, I'm still here, and we do have a project to do at the moment, which is cool. A friend of mine has a BA XR6. He's had the car for about 8 or 9 years, and he never drives it, drives his truck to and from work, and his fiance drives it. But he decided it was time to upgrade anyway. He was going to get an FG G6E turbo just like mine, and then he called me one day and said, I've got some exciting news. He said, I bought an FGX G6E, so I thought that was pretty awesome. And he said, it's non-turbo. I said, that's not good at all. He said, oh, well, his fiance drives it all the time anyway. So he said, there wasn't a lot of point getting a turbo. He said, because his car's worth basically nothing to sell, the BA, he said he'd be lucky to get 4 grand for it, which is probably about right. So instead of getting a G6E turbo, he got an FGX G6E, almost brand new, 17,000 Ks on it, and we've decided to turbo his old BA. So we toyed with the thought of boosting the stock motor and just see how far we can get with it, because they're worth nothing. So, you know, if he snaps a rod, it's not the end of the world. It's not a very costly exercise. So we went and spent $1,000 on parts when got factory Garrett XR6 turbo 3582, a turbo ECU, loom, exhaust manifold, dump pipe, heat shields, this, that and the other thing. And then ended up buying a whole turbo motor with all that stuff anyway, which I'm picking up today in the XH. So I might buy some of the other goodies off him and barra swap the ED maybe, or I'll just buy the turbo and use that. Exciting. So this is the new car, FGX G6E, non-turbo, which was a little bit sad to hear, but he didn't get turbo model because his fiance drives their main car most of the time anyway, and she's not fussed about it. So because the BA is not worth a lot, he's decided to keep that, and we're going to boost that for fun with this thing. And this motor came up with everything from a wreckers, and surprisingly even they left the accessories on, and it's got the crossover and intercooler piping, loom, ECU, which has been VATs removed, so hopefully we won't have any issues once it's plugged in. Hopefully it'll just start. But there's a lot of work to do before we get to that point. Should be fun.
That sounds like shit.
How's your water pump, mate?
Got a bit of fucking side play there, bro.
Transcooler. Hopefully this will keep the stock auto alive for a little while, but you never know. Might die in a week, might last years. Right, well the ECU's off. Nick's working on something, but now that's out of the way, this we believe is the solenoid for the broadband manifold. So here's the actuator for it, and the vacuum line that runs to the solenoid here. So the turbo motors don't have the butterflies in the manifold. So this
pry that out inside there. Just like a little tab. And that pulls out.
So the turbo loom shouldn't have the connector on it for that. So pulled off the actuator there, and that some bitch is out.
What's happening down there?
Pulling starter motor out.
Starter motor's coming out.
Starter motor's coming
Why
out.
does the starter motor have to come out?
Because it goes into the fucking gearbox.
Okay, so it goes into the gearbox. There we go.
Hey, don't drop it.
That's the only starter motor, isn't it?
You can see on the NA motor. It's got like the casting where the oil return goes on the turbo motors, which is handy.
If you wanted to turbo an NA.
Yeah. It would have been fun. We should have done it until it popped and then swapped the turbo motor in.
A lot more work though.
There's a lot of fucking oil. A lot of power steering fluid on the front of the sump. So where are we at? You've done flex plate bolts, and what are you doing now?
That's the wiring off the alternator.
Oh, yeah.
You can nearly pull this. It's nearly ready to go.
Have heater pipes need to be done still?
Flex.
Heater pipes.
Yeah. Up the back here.
Oh, just pull them off the hoses. We'll tell them we're taking them off, but we won't. We'll just let them stay on there. Because they want to stay on there.
So how long have you had this car? Like 8 years? 9 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while, yeah.
Yeah. Is it a bit scary, bloody ripping the motor out and all the wiring and trying to put something else back in and make it work?
I suppose it's a little bit scary, but not necessarily, because we've got a FGX Falcon and we've got a Ford Ranger, so this is our third car, so it doesn't really matter now because it's sort of gone past the point of it's not worth anything, so why not have some fun with it?
Yeah, well that's a good point.
You can hear someone down there struggling to pull something off.
Himself probably.
Can I have a deep socket 13 mil?
Nah. Yeah, alright.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Caught some of it.
We'll be able to get the motor out where the exhaust is at the moment.
Well, we just take the cunt off. It's just fucking bolted down further and further and further.
I can't fucking get the bolts undone.
Well, we have to get it out because we've got another one to go in there.
Yeah, but for now, we reckon we'll be able to drag this motor out with where this is sitting?
Yeah, fucking no.
Yeah,
Alright,
should do.
I'll come out. And then try this when we're up a bit higher.
We'll lift the cunt right out, like out of its head. Do you really want to take this bonnet off?
That's what you normally do.
Alright, bonnet's coming off.
Alright, after due arguments, too many arguments.
Bonnet's off. Yep, still works. Very good.
It's ridiculous how much more swing I've got. Nico's, oh, it's already out.
You're not out yet, you dickhead.
Grab the other end.
Gotta undo the fucking nut.
You got the other end?
Yeah, undo the nut. There we go, I fixed it all together.
Oh, you can get some of the bell housing bolts from the top here.
Hang on. I'll get this cunt out first. Engine mount bolts. The mechanic said it'd be a better idea to undo the top one up there because he reckons it's going to be hard to do this and put it back in like that.
Do you want me to drop it?
Well, it's still sitting perfectly at the moment.
Oh well,
might be hard when
we'll tackle that once it comes.
Mate.
Alright, where's these fuel lines we're disconnecting? Oh yeah, there's shit fucking connections up there.
How do those fittings work?
I think you gotta have a look at the other ones, Brad, that are on the turbo motor. I think they sharpen and you pull.
Yeah, I think ELs, maybe EFs, had something similar to this in the boot to the fuel pump, and I think you got to push it in or something. I feel like you push the plastic bit in. No, you're gonna lose some fuel. I know a lot of people like to relieve pressure from the fuel rail before they do that kind of shit, but I never have, and I've never had an issue. You'd spill a few drops of fuel, not a whole lot, and it's not really an issue.
It's been sitting for a while. I reckon the fuel would have relieved itself.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry
Push
too much
up
about
on them tags.
it.
Which one goes to the regulator?
Oh, I can't tell from here.
Doesn't matter.
What?
Are they black and white on there? They're
No,
Yeah.
no, they're both the same.
They're both
Oh,
black?
no, one's grey and black, yeah.
Yeah,
grey and black.
that's fine.
White, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Exact same as this one then.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the white one goes to...
the regulator,
Oh, I can't tell from here.
it should be the shorter hose.
Yeah, the white one goes to the reg. There's like a big round thing at the top that goes into,
Oh,
and the other one goes to the rail mast.
That's